Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're going to be going over everything you need to know about update 33.1, which drops tomorrow morning, Wednesday. That's December 4th for PC, December 12th for console. Right now, servers are in maintenance, so we're just going to be looking at the patch notes, doing a store skin review update, looking at some skin leaks, and an update to the controller usage on PC. Let's take a look. All right, guys, and like I said, servers are down for maintenance. By the time you guys watch this video on Wednesday, I'll be live Wednesday night for live streams on Twitch and YouTube. So come by, check out the live streams as we review the patch, the survivor pass, all that kind of good stuff in game. But for right now, let's TLDR it of everything you need to know. So first, this is the Sanhok destruction update. So almost a fully destructible map with buildings, terrain, trees, structures, all kinds of cool stuff coming for Sanhok. It is going to be a featured map in most regions as well. SMGs somehow are getting an additional buff. We'll go into that in some detail. The win streaks showdown is being added to solo mode, which is actually kind of cool for regions that don't have ranked mode. I'll show you more about that in a second. And there's a brand new survivor pass, Let It Snow, with the holiday festive theme. So let's dive in. All right, first and foremost, region merge rollback. So if you are in the America region, that's South America, North America, they are reverting our regions back to our own separate servers. So North America is only going to play with North America. South America is only going to play with South America. Unfortunately, Australia is still getting shafted. They're being sent over to, I believe, Southeast Asia. No word or update if they're going to be changed. All right, now for map selection, you're going to have Sanhok as a featured map for the first 2 weeks. And then after week 2, we're going to week 3 through week 6. Sanhok will have a 40% probability. So you'll basically be playing Sanhok half the time, and then the other half the time will be sprinkled in between these other 5 maps, like Erangel, Vikindi, Miramar, Paramo, and then so on as the map rotation goes. Personally, I'm not thrilled about this. Let me know how you guys feel below. I don't think we have enough Miramar or Erangel as it is. I know some people prefer, obviously, other maps, but forcing that heavy percentage of Sanhok and such a low percentage of Erangel is not a good look, if you ask me. I understand Sanhok as the big update, so we want to get into it, test it, play it, all that. I'm all on board with that. But yeah, I don't buy into the map percentage balance that they've decided on. That's just me, though. All right, now on to the actual Sanhok update itself. Following the introduction of destructible terrain in Rondo, update 33.1 transforms, or actually I realize it's called Sanhok, into a destructible map. Experience a reimagined Sanhok where not only the terrain but most of the map can now be destroyed. And here's just a quick little snippet, a preview of what they mean. This is at Paradise Resort, and I mean, you can see everything is destructible. Like, look, you can rain grenades in from the top, from all the roofs. The floors are destructible. The walls are destructible. Like this, I'm not joking when I say this is probably going to be the coolest update that PUBG has made. And if this takes well and is implemented to other maps, it will be the biggest change to PUBG that it's ever seen. Destructible terrain feature has been added. Buildings, structures, and objects are destructible. This is what I was curious about. They can be destroyed with frag grenades, mortars, Panzerfaust, sticky bomb from Karakin, C4s, and the red zone. They finally updated the red zone. Concrete and wooden buildings are destructible. I wonder if chain link fences are still going to block bullets. Buildings made of steel or prone are only partially destructible. Each building material has a different durability, basically a different health point. Some objects are indestructible, like wooden benches, like this chair. Good luck, never destroyed that. Certain trees can be destroyed using the frag grenade, mortar, Panzerfaust, etc. Applies to normal match and custom match normal mode. We have got to do some community custom games on Sanhok. Am I right or am I right? They made some area modifications to the map. So this was the before and the after. It used to be literally a fishbowl. You're dead in there. Now you've actually got some decent terrain to play. It may not look like much from up this bird's eye view, but down low, ground level, this is going to play a lot like Tago, like the cornfields on Tago. I do like this change. This is, what's the name of this city? This is the one above Paradise Resort, right? Like the northwest Paradise Resort. So this has been changed. How much? Can I even tell how much has been changed? Buildings look pretty much the same. I guess the field has been changed a little bit. I honestly can't tell that much of a change. Maybe you guys can tell more. It looks pretty darn similar, but okay. This is the big hill to the northeast ish. It's actually been changed a lot. Look, this is like actually got some ruins. Oh dang, look at this. This is a big change. Wow. Oh, I kind of like that actually. This is nice. This is the big fishbowl coming out of boot camp. Also a big change. I mean, this was useless space before. Now you can actually use it. Awesome. That's a good change. Visually redesign the rice field area throughout the map. Redesign the river areas to the left side of boot camp. So let's say this is the before, the after. Or are these both afters? I don't even know. Honestly, I haven't played Sanhok that much in a while, so I can't tell. Maybe you guys, if y'all play a lot, y'all can tell me. Let's see. Okay, we all know boot camp, lobster. What can I tell about this? Before, after, before, after. What's that meme? Like The Office? They're the same image. I legit think these are the same images. Like everything looks the same. You can tell they have like, so the little details, like this box, you can see little lines on it telling you that box is destructible, whereas before it wasn't destructible. So I guess it's probably stuff like that. But all of this is destructible anyway. So, okay. Ruins. That's also been changed. Doesn't look like it, but visually it is different. And you can tell a lot of this is going to be destructible as well. God, that's really going to change the way you play like so much. I mean, because, you know, before if you used to drop ruins a lot, you kind of knew the choke points to hold. Not anymore. You can create your own choke point. This is going to be intense. Paradise Resort before and after. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's a little color palette change, but maybe we'll notice it more in game. I could definitely tell the textures and stuff. Like, look, this looks very flat. You can actually tell details here. Improve the overall visuals of buildings. Okay. The types of fences within the area have been standardized for Magnai. Red zone. Okay, here we go. This is huge. Red zone will now be generated from phase 1 in Sanhok as well, whereas before I think it only started like in phase 2. It can destroy terrain and structures. This is the biggest thing that I think a lot of people have been asking for with the red zone. If you remember in Karakin, they have what's called the black zone or the purple zone, whatever color it is, where the missiles would come down and strike buildings and destroy buildings, and you could also get killed by it. But you could also visually see the missile coming down, and you had time to dodge it if you were paying attention. That is now coming to Sanhok, which I think is a awesome change, and I hope that red zone change applies to every other map now, if not now, very soon after. The world map and mini map have been updated to align with changes. Okay, I mean, you can tell it's a little different looking. Textures before, after, yeah, look very like flat, drab. There's actually some like puffiness to the treetops and everything. Okay. Textures of clear weather has been enhanced, improved, and added textures for cliffs and rocks. Enhanced textures. Okay, so the map should visually be more appealing. I wish they would tone down the grass a little bit, make it shorter, but just me. Spawn changes. The sticky bomb has been added to world spawns. Now, I actually don't like this addition, if I'm being honest, and only because of this one reason. The sticky bomb is the C4 bomb from Karakin. The bomb itself is okay. It's you put it in your hand, you throw it, it sticks to any surface, and then it blows up. My complaint is that dang cell phone is so loud with the beep and the squeal. That stuff is going to be driving me insane. I can see it now. Spawn rates for frag grenades and Panzerfaust have been increased. So lots of extra explosives, gas cans reduced. All pistols have been removed from the map. P18C, the revolver, both revolvers, Scorpion. I guess the Desert Eagle didn't even spawn on this map. But yeah, so no pistols, way less gas cans, more explosives. And I think this is probably a temporary change, by the way. They just want to get more explosives on the map so that people can test it out more, you know, with the update. That's kind of what I take from that. Vehicles. Spawn rates of the Coupe and the Roni increased. The tuk-tuk, scooter, motorbike increased. Oh, interesting. I thought those were going to be decreased. Spawn rates of the boat and aqua rail have been reduced. Why? So people can start to use the fold out raft more. Come on, bruh. Buggy and dirt bike have been removed. RIP. RIP. The buggy, I mean, the dirt bike was the funnest vehicle out of the mall. That's unlucky. What we got? Overall, environmental elements have been added, replaced, or improved. So they got bananas in the game now. Nice. New foliage such as bushes and grass. I can't speak tonight. Grass has been integrated into the environment. Okay. New plants. A banana tree. Palm trees. Okay. Fences with more fitting design. The wooden ascender has been replaced. Oh, okay. On the big mountains, the ascender is still there. The visuals of some fields have been improved. Quality has been enhanced. Okay, good. Replay death cam. Due to issues occurring on Sanhok, the replay and death cam features will be temporarily disabled. No! They will be reactivated once the issue is resolved. Oh, I hope they get that fixed soon. No replays? Bro, that's going to be so awesome to see replays, though. I bet it's because the replays don't recreate the destruction the same way it does live in game. I guarantee that's what's going on here. So they're just talking about why they did the update and all that kind of good stuff. This is cool. Aim to deliver fresh gameplay experience. Made adjustments like balancing item spawns, etc., etc. Yeah, this is great. I mean, look, as much as I say very vocally that I'm not a big fan of Sanhok, because of like the third party kind of rattiness of the map, I'm really excited about this update. Truly, I really am. I think this is going to be one of the funnest gameplay changing updates that PUBG's ever implemented. And it sucks that it's only on Sanhok and Sanhok and Sanhok. I just combine those words. And what sucks even more is that they're not adding the revive feature to Sanhok. That blows my mind. Doesn't make a lick of sense. Their excuse is that the matches on Sanhok are already short anyway, so why do they need to add revive? That is so dumb. It's so dumb. The average match time on Sanhok has got to be at least 15 minutes minimum. If you're playing with a duo or a squad, most people will still be instantly backing out as soon as their teammate gets knocked and insta-flushed in the first 5 minutes of the map, because why would you keep playing otherwise when you can just get back into an instant game? So please, PUBG, reconsider. Add revives to all of the major POIs in Sanhok. There's no reason that any of your maps don't need it. You can make the argument that Karakin and Paramo, yeah, you don't need it. Sure. But would it hurt those maps to have it? No. Would they be improved by having it? Yes. Big time. Please listen to the player base on that one. Please, please, please. Gunplay. All right. Now this one is going to stir up a lot of feathers in chat. So the firing accuracy of all SMGs, except for the P90, have been increased. So every SMG except the crate gun, the P90, is now getting even stronger. Now, if you don't, for those who don't remember, about 4 months ago, PUBG CDOM SMG, I made a video going over the entire SMG rebalance, very in-depth video going over stats, giving examples, blah, 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 all the pros and cons of the SMG. The conclusion of that video, in my opinion, was that SMGs were clearly buffed close range and they were nerfed slightly long range, but overall they got way stronger. I felt like from that buff, they were fine. Like they didn't need any more help at all. I would run SMGs and do really well with them. Obviously the assault rifles still are dominant more mid to long range, as they should be because they are assault rifles, but PUBG is now making the SMGs even easier to use. So let's go over the details as to what they're changing, and then I'll try to explain why I think they're doing this change. Hip fire accuracy. Accuracy increased by 33%. Initial bullet spread has been improved, in other words, tighter together, allowing for more precise aiming. This excludes the MP9 and JS9 though. So MP9, JS9 are not improved on hip fire accuracy. Accuracy during sustained fire increased by about 40%. The rate of bullet spread increase during sustained fire has also been reduced, enabling more stable shooting. You guys literally, I need you to tell me in the comments, because I know y'all use SMGs just like me every now and then. It's not bad to use them, okay? But when have you ever used an SMG and said to yourself, dang, this gun got away from me? This recoil was just too damn high. I do not get this. Aiming over the shoulder, accuracy increased by about 25%. Initial bullet spread has also been improved. Accuracy for increased or sustained fire rate by 60%. 60%, bro. Accuracy while moving, both hip fire and over the shoulder aiming accuracy while the character is moving has been increased. You are now more accurate than ever while you are moving and on the run in PUBG. The weight of 9mm ammo has also been reduced by 20%. Now, this is the only one. This is the only change that I actually understand and I was privy to prior to them making this adjustment. About 6 or 7 months ago, I was invited to be part of a PUBG focus group. PUBG was asking us, hey, what do you guys think about these thoughts that we had? I did a video going over actually all that. So if you want all the details, go watch that video. But basically, some of the things that came out of that were this: reducing the ammo weight capacity of the SMG ammo. Why would they do that? Well, because a lot of people's reasons why they didn't carry SMGs late game was because they couldn't find enough ammo. So because not enough people run SMGs. So that was kind of like a double-edged sword. And so now that the ammo weighs less, the thought is you can have more ammo early game and bring that ammo with you into late game, so you don't have that FOMO of not being able to find the ammo when you get to late game. So that's why they did the ammo reduction. I don't think that's necessarily a bad change. I think it's okay. The concern though there is that what if you just decide not to carry any more ammo, but now you carry more grenades, you know, more frag grenades or flashbangs or something like that. So yeah, that's a tough one to balance. Okay. Dev's comment, let's read this and let's discuss. Throughout the year, we've made various gunplay adjustments for mainstream weapons, SMGs, attachments, and even care package weapons. In update 33.1, we're wrapping up the year with a final SMG rebalance. As mentioned in the previous dev letter, the goal of this rebalance is to give SMGs a unique identity while improving their overall usability. To achieve this, we've enhanced SMG accuracy in this update with significant improvements to hip fire and over the shoulder. These changes are expected to make SMGs effective in close range and one-on-one encounters. Every encounter is one-on-one, but okay. We've also adjusted 9mm ammo. Okay, gotcha. By reducing its weights, players should be able to secure a sufficient number of ammo early phases. We'll be closely monitoring performance data. Following this update, remain committed to creating a diverse and enjoyable gunplay experience as we move into the new year. All right, so let's just say, why are they doing this? It's pretty clear to me, and I think to most people, that PUBG has been going in the direction of how do we make the game new player friendly, right? How do we help the more casual player base? That's obviously why they're attacking or addressing the SMGs in the way that they have been doing it. Now, having said that, PUBG makes a lot of their design choices based on analytics. And I think maybe sometimes they lean too much into the analytics and not enough into the actual usability and play test of the weapons, because their analytics will tell you that the SMG win rate is very low compared to the assault rifle win rate. Win rate meaning like people who win the game, who get a chicken dinner. What is the loadouts that win the most chicken dinners? SMGs are low on that totem pole. They put out a graphic of quite a few months ago that showed that. And so I think based on that, they're trying to figure out how to make this weapon class win more games. How do we convince people to use it more and more into late game? And I personally think that's the wrong approach. I don't think you should be dictating what weapons or weapon class helps the player win the most games. I've said this before, so you probably have heard it. I think PUBG needs to focus on creating the biggest, most expansive and diverse playground, if you will, and add as many cool and fun, unique items into that playground, and then let the players decide how to play in said playground. So for the SMGs, for example, I don't think it's bad that SMGs are the close quarter dominant weapon class. It makes sense. SMGs and shotguns should be more dominant close range. You should be moving faster with them. You should have less ammo, weight from the ammo. I'm good with all that. They should have a faster reload speed than assault rifles. They should have better hip fire. Like, all that kind of makes sense to me. But when you have all of those things that they're adding to the gun, and you still give those weapons limb damage multiplier, it's very clear that you're unnaturally trying to skew in favor of that weapon. Like, it'd be one thing if it was just, hey, these guns are really easy to control, so new players can you learn how the recoil works in PUBG and not feel like they have to sweat to try to win every gunfight, and it gives them a chance to help balance the odds a little bit in PUBG, right? I'm on board with that. But then when you say, oh, by the way, as long as you're using one of these guns, one of these SMGs, you can shoot people in the leg and do more damage than hit them in the chest or head. That's when, like, you throw all logic out of the window. And now what are we talking? Like, now we're trying to make these things stronger than what they should be. SMGs should be a tactical decision, just like really any weapon should be, right? So SMG should be balanced in a way that when I drop into a hot drop, if I see it like an M4 or an MP5K, I'm taking the MP5K every time. Why? Because I move faster with the gun. There's less movement penalty. The gun does have limb damage multiplier right now, which is very, very strong, but it's also easier to control without all the attachments, right? So there's a lot of advantages of the SMGs already. But then I, as the player, have to make that tactical, mindful decision after I win this hot drop. Where do I think the circle is going to end up? Where do I plan the circle to go 4, 5, and 6 phases from now? And do I think it's also going to be in a close range city fight, or hey, is it going to maybe go into the mountains or the fields? And if that's the case, then maybe I want to pick up an assault rifle. But that's a decision that I can choose to make, which would give me a tactical advantage or disadvantage, versus let's try to make the gun as absolutely noob friendly and strong as possible so that you don't have to make that choice as to when and where to pick it up. You can just use it all the time and it's always going to be really, 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 really strong. That's the part that frustrates me and I don't agree with. Now, having said that, I would like to point out this, and I have to test this. So this is just, I read this and this is what I'm inferring. Everything that they've talked about here is hip fire, over the shoulder, which is TPP, and accuracy while moving, which is, again, hip fire. None of this is talking about ADS, aiming down sight accuracy. So I'm genuinely curious if these weapons will not be any easier to control while aiming down sight. Only will they be easier to control by doing hip fire, AIM, or TPP over the shoulder shooting. And if that's the case, that does change things a little bit, because that means that your long range sprays aren't necessarily going to be any easier than they were in the previous update, because you're still ADSing for those sprays. But your close range, 0 to 50 meters, is definitely going to be big buff if you use the soft aim, lean aim, TPP, over the shoulder aim, those kind of things. So I'm curious to test that out when it happens, but I just wanted to kind of get my raw thoughts out on the SMGs. And of course, you guys let me know down below, how are you feeling about SMGs? Because again, keep in mind, PUBG goes by the stats. The stats say that more people win games with assault rifles. So I'll leave it there. Moving on to gameplay changes. The red zone applies to all maps where the red zone is generated. No longer generates outside the play area, so outside of the circle, resulting in an increased red zone generation rate within the play area. The damage has been reduced, so you're not getting insta-killed. Damage decrease the farther you are from the center of explosion. Good. Red zone explosion mechanism has been changed to use missile impacts similar to the black zone from Karakin. This is awesome. So every map now has the black zone missiles as their red zone, which means it's dodgeable and it does less damage. A delay is applied to explosion when missiles hit terrain. A loud sound effect will play when a missile hits the ground, allowing players to anticipate the explosion. Explosion effects have been improved, sound effects updated. explosion patterns have been adjusted. So I guess the only kind of weird thing is that on like Erangel or whatever, this is gonna happen, but the terrain won't get adjusted. It won't get hit. So just a little thing to note. But you can see here, look at all the terrain holes from the red zones and stuff, and it's exploding all the buildings. I mean, dude, the amount of explosions are going to be nuts with this patch. With the red zones, everyone has grenades, RPGs, etc. The red zone, which can be found in Erangel, Destins, and Sanhok, and Miramar, has long served. Oh no, they took it out in Miramar, right? They have the sandstorm now. As a dynamic element that introduces unpredictable situations to the battlegrounds. However, its overwhelming explosive damage has sometimes resulted in a negative experience for players. To address these issues, we've updated this update focuses on improving the red zone experience, reducing frustration, and balancing to make it the red zone viable for use in other modes as well. Nice. I'm really happy about this. This is a great update to the red zone. I could not be happier about that, genuinely. Inspect weapon animation. The inspect weapon animation is now visible to other players. Oh, cool. So if I'm flipping my weapon with the inspect or the progressive skin weapon inspect, you guys can see that now. The animation will also play while sprinting. Oh, that's actually awesome. The inspect animation for the Panzerfaust has been added. Inspect animations for the tactical gear have been removed. Oh, RIP. Visual effects for Panzer, C4, and Sticky have been improved. Cool. I want to see them. Matchmaking, PC, new feature, same language team. There's a little checkbox now that you can do same language. Oh, cool. Okay. So does that mean it only queues you up with same language? Oh, that's nice. Okay. Hey, awesome. So for people who are playing with random teammates, you can now request same language team. That's awesome. Team Finder feature has been revamped for a smoother experience. Awesome. So if you don't have any people to play with, or if you're in Clan Dome and no one's online at the time, you can use Team Finder. One of the, I think it's a top right or bottom right icon. Help you find some other duos or squads. This is what I wanted to see. Win streak showdown. If you guys have never tried this, I would genuinely recommend trying it. Win streak showdown used to be squads only. So you have to load in with a pre-made team. So you and 3 buddies. The goal is to win 5 matches in a row. And every time you win, you get a larger and larger BP payout. And your goal is to play against another pre-made squad 5 times to see who can win the most in a row. It's a really, really cool challenge. We did it, I think a couple weeks ago, or maybe, yeah, a couple weeks or a month ago, and had a lot of fun doing it. But now it's being added in solo mode. So now you cannot change the party time. Okay, gotcha. Win streak records and rewards are shared between solo and squads. The win streak requirement has been adjusted from 5 to 3. Oh, so you don't have to win 3 now. Nice. The rewards have been adjusted. Weekly reset time for win streak status has been changed to Wednesday. Oh, been changed from 00 to 200. Okay, cool. Clan system. You can now invite all clan members at once by pressing invite clan. Sick. Oh, cool. So if we do like clan custom games, I can just hit invite. Any of you guys that are online, boom, you get invited. Sick. Season 33 ranked rewards. The FAMAS is getting a skin, and these are the different ranked rewards depending on what tier you achieve. That's really cool. Nice. So you got gold, platinum, diamond, master. Gold, platinum, diamond, master, I believe is how that goes. That's cool. Nice. Then you get the animated nameplates and all that kind of stuff. A new lobby pose. Okay, cool. So here's all the new ones that they got for your level. Or level 100, I mean, 200, 300, 400, 500, right? So this used to be the max. Now the max is with the shotgun, pan, cross-arm pistol. Cool, cool. I wonder if they still have these, though, if they got rid of them. Because those are cool, too. Workshop stuff has been added. So a lot of the Cyberpunk skins are going to the workshop. Those skins going to the workshop. Those skins going to the workshop. Nice. Artisan crafting. We got some new artisan skins. It's like Wasteland skins. Night Stalker set and End of Day set. Okay, neato. I need to see those in game, of course, because they usually look a bit different in game. All right, guys, so that's the update on Sanhok. Update 33.1. Again, that's live tomorrow, Wednesday, December 4th for PC, December 12th for console. Come by the live stream tonight on Twitch or YouTube. We'll be going over all the skins and all that stuff in person, live, playing the Sanhok update, and see if we can get some of those solo win streak showdown wins. So sound off in the comments below. Do you like the update? Do you like the changes? Let me know what you feel about the SMG changes, the red zone changes, Sanhok changes, all that kind of stuff. In the next video, I'm going to cover all the skins, so stay tuned. Peace.